on to you, Scorpios. Hope y'all are having a great day. So for you, Scorpios, you have the Nine of Wands, Page of Swords, and you have the Judgment right here. So for you, Scorpios, sorry about that. For you, Scorpios, a lot of you very much so are... That's interesting. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of comparing and contrasting in this video. You Scorpios actually have the Eight of Cups, which is somebody was giving you a difficult time and you moved forward. You know, you did what you were supposed to do. You moved forward. You wasn't overly thinking about them forever in a day. You just moved forward. You know, you didn't have time for that. And that's actually, this Eight of Cups is actually my 5th card. The reason why I had to say it like that is because it wouldn't make sense otherwise. Because the first 4 cards right here, right, which is the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Judgment, right, the High Priestess and everything like that. This is about the other person and about how they're trying to make it seem like they're not really sweating you, but the truth is they actually are trying to sweat you. They are. They want to be in a relationship with you, but they scared. They scared. Because the Nine of Wands represents they've been in a relationship with some goofy, dysfunctional individuals, and truth be told, they not necessarily sure if they're really ready to actually be in a relationship with you. Because a relationship, no mistake about it, a relationship is work. A person has to actually put in real work. They have to actually care about the other person in order for it to actually work. If it doesn't work, if they don't show love, then it's not a relationship like that. It's not a real one. It's more of a transaction than anything. And at first, the person was like looking at you like you were a transaction. You know, thus is the game. You know, this is the game that a lot of people unfortunately play. But you Scorpios, y'all wasn't having that, because what y'all did is, like I said, the Eight of Cups, you showed this person that you're not pressed for real. Not really. You know, thus is having a life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Thus is having a life. When you have variety in your life and you have legitimate things to do, you know, you don't have to really be so caught up with this person triangulating you. You know, and what I mean when I say triangulating, I'm talking about it from a perspective of like, they are trying to, like, you're allowing them to make you their whole world, right? When you have other interests that you have going on, it raises your value. And that's what you demonstrated to this person by showing them that you don't have to be in a relationship with them. Not necessarily, per se. Anyway, the Page of Swords and the Judgment, however, represents you Scorpios have essentially flipped the table. You flipped the fortune, right? Like, y'all went from being the person that they would consider to be low quality, right? to now you flip the game on its head, because you Scorpios are like, okay, since they want to move like that, you ain't got to be in a relationship with them. You ain't got to talk to them. You ain't got to hang out with them. You ain't got to do any of that type of stuff. And you did just that because you wasn't tripping out about it. And since then, they don't really have a lot of options the way that they make it seem. You know, once again, you know, people cook the books when it comes to trying to demonstrate to other people how much value that they have. Not really, you know, because what they'll do is that they'll do all sorts of antics and stuff like this to make it seem like they're important and they're sought after and people want them around and all this other type of stuff, when that isn't even necessarily even really true in the first place. And that's important. And the reason why that's so important in the first place is because of the fact that when you Scorpios are living your life, there's a difference between what it is that you see up online and what it is that you see face to face, and what you actually experience, right? Instead of experiencing it from a third hand or a second hand account, right? The first hand is them, the second hand account is the actual I guess Instagram or whatever, or Facebook or whatever social media, and then the third hand is you watching it. It's not even second hand. You got to go through somebody else that's going through somebody else, like a 360 deal. You feel what I'm saying? So as a result of that, right, now the Page of Swords and the Judgment, this person is trying to like figure out, well, what exactly is going on? How come their mojo, how come the games that they usually play isn't working anymore? And it's not because you Scorpios understand, like, this is why relationships can't get anywhere, you know, because they not able to get anywhere because so many people want to be stagnant, you know. That's why it is I'm going overseas. I'm staying single in this States, but I'm going overseas. Yeah, forget about that. The High Priestess right here is about how so now they're thinking a lot about you. Now they're your secret admirer. Now they're trying to holler at you. They're trying to figure out how they should talk to you, right? When and how. And the thing is that the Eight of Cups, but you too far removed. You Scorpios are too far removed from that to even care, because y'all got your own thing going on, like I was talking about before. The Temperance, right, and the Lovers and the King of Pentacles is you are aware that people will play with you if you allow them to. You know, they will try it. They will pull it, you know, and they're waiting to see if you're going to go for that, you know. And oftentimes people really do go for it because they in the game themselves. Truth be told, the Temperance is about how honestly, people played so many games with you Scorpios when you didn't know any better. You don't have to play games now in order for you to turn the wheel to your benefit, right? To turn things around in your benefit. You don't care. Because when you were inexperienced, people would tell you all types of goofy stuff that you Scorpios would believe because you were inexperienced. You know, see, that's what it's about. That's why the game changes when you're younger and when you're older. When you're younger, people are taking advantage of, and I hope you two don't hit me for this, but they're taking advantage of, or they're preying on your lack of experience. They know that you don't know what's going to happen, and they're taking advantage of the mystery of the fact that you're so young, you don't know what's going to happen. So they're taking advantage of your innocence, that you're willing to trust people because you're so young. That's the corruption. That's the stupidity. That's the lack of integrity that these people have. They know that you lack experience. So what they're doing is they're like, oh, well, it's easier to get one over on you because the fact that you Scorpios don't have much experience to begin with in the first place. But then when you live your life and you actually learn from your lessons, because there's some people who get older who never learn from their lessons. But when you get older and you learn from your lessons, now the experience has taught you a lot. And you've learned a lot from learning from your experience. And one of the things that you Scorpios learn is that, you know, people only value falsely, right, the things and the people that they fumbled, because it's always that, did I miss out? That fear, that FOMO, right? That fear of missing out. But at the same time, though, these people don't value much who do this type of stuff anyway, because everybody want to run around on the internet and talk about respect. Stop talking about respect, y'all. You know, for the people who may or may not watch this video, who are bigger content creators or much bigger content creators than I, stop talking about respect. A person who has the ability to look at somebody in the eyes and then betray them the next second, okay, they don't respect anything. Because if they do respect somebody, then how come is it, right? How come is it that they can talk about what it is that they want, and then on the slight chance that they get what they want, they still end up disrespecting the same person that they were like a wolf howling at the moon in order to get. They were so heartbroken. They longed to be with that particular partner so much, that particular person. They just couldn't stand. They just couldn't bear it. They will live, but life would just be such a burden on them, right? Because of the fact that they couldn't be attached to this person. And then now they're attached to the person and they still treating that person like trash. They're giving that person a hard time, even though, what is respect? Most people who out here dating Scorpio don't be respecting anybody. Even the people that they say that they want, they still don't respect. Because I've seen it. Why is it that those people who claim that they want somebody that they can respect, why do you see them walking down the street arguing? You know how many times I saw that? You know how many times somebody played me out and then they go on to the next person, literally in front of my face, and they hanging out with the next person all hugged up, lovey-dovey, only for it to turn out to be a DV situation where the two of them are resorting to fisticuffs with it in front of me. I'm hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hanging out, me and my friend, a couple of other people hanging out and stuff like this. And the couple is there and all of that. And I'm just looking at it. They think that they doing enough in front of me. I'm literally looking at it, just observing the circus show. Observing the circus show. Next thing you know, by the end of the night, by the time we finish hanging out or whatever the case may be, the two of them is literally going to fisticuffs. One of them busted up the other person's lip and all of that. Like, come on now. And this is the same person that they so, I love you, hugged up, tight knit like, come on now. Tight knit like this, nobody, come on now. People who, let me tell you something, Scorpio, when it comes to people and respect, respect is fickle for the most part. A lot of people's respect is fickle. See, respect has to do with a lot more than just whether or not a person is making money. Real respect has to do with, I respect your life. I respect the fact that you're a living being and that you're unique in your own right. And when that light is extinguished, there will never be another person exactly like you ever again. You may have people like you, but not exactly you. There will always be something different about that. But your uniqueness is literally unique to you and specifically you. And there will be nobody exactly like you. People don't see it like that. People don't respect it. So the Lovers and the King of Pentacles now is about how and because of the fact that people don't respect it like that, this is why it is that they're going through so much problems that they're going through right now. Because they thought that they could play you, and it's not turning out like that. You Scorpios are not going for it like that. You're not going for it at all. The Four of Pentacles and the Hanged Man is about how you're literally being patient. You looking before you leap. You Scorpios are being patient to see what's happening here. You're actually trying to get into a conversation with these people to make sure that these people have some sort of value. And this is why it is that I say that it's probably a good idea, right? That please go ahead and pick up my book, Love Pays the Bills, because I cover this in my book too. This is part of the reason why relationships don't work a lot of times, especially nowadays, because you're supposed to talk to the person that you're getting to know. Like that's a no-brainer. It sounds like a no-brainer, but people don't be doing that. This is why I say that a month's time is a very long time to actually make somebody wait, in fact, to say that you really, you know what I'm saying, not really going to, like give it up at that point. You're not gonna have any kind of physical romance because what it is you really supposed to be getting to know the person by that time. You're really supposed to be talking to them. You're really supposed to be getting to actually get to know them by asking them questions and stuff like this. You feel what I'm saying? Now, why that's important in the first place is because this is what you Scorpios are doing. You're doing things the correct way. You're talking to them for a little bit and getting to know them. But again, you're not pressed for real. And it's not even disrespectful. You're not even being disrespectful. This is not anything where it's like you playing a game. It's nothing personal, really. It's just that you Scorpios, you're wiser now. Look before you leap. Pay attention to see what's happening. Asking them questions. What are they really like for real? Really getting to know them. What it's really like. And if the person legitimately isn't, their words and their actions aren't matching, then again, you Scorpios are not pressed. It's not a situation where it's like if it doesn't work out, then you're gonna be crushed, right? The person plays games with you or whatnot, you're gonna be crushed. This is a situation where you are just like, okay. You have to respect it at the end of the day. You have respect for the person. It's disappointing that they did this, but at the end of the day, life still has to go on, essentially. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Hanged Man. So to clarify, you have the Ten of Pentacles, King of Wands, Temperance, which you already have. You got the Page of Cups and the Six of Cups. Ten of Pentacles, the King of Wands. You have your own self-worth. So you're not trying to buy into the idea of needing to like you're not trying to appease other people. You're not trying to impress them. You're not trying to act like you're cool. It is what it is. If they want to hang out, they'll hang out. If not, it is what it is. The Temperance and the Page of Cups. And you're going to be patient because you're not sweating it. Period. The Six of Cups, and they're going to continue to come back, or they will continually come back. Because you Scorpios are the person that they legitimately fumbled. They could have been a good relationship between the two of you, but it didn't work out like that. But that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Next week, we're going to find out what else. Not next week, excuse me. Next couple of days, we're going to find out what's going on with you some more. But smash the subscribe button. I'm trying to make this YouTube channel grow to 20,000 subscribers, all the way up to 100,000 and beyond. Smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. I'm getting notifications. And I just want to say thank you. There's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's ways to get a personal reading from me, as well as birth chart reading, the books that I have that are on Amazon, as well as my merch. Go ahead and pick up my merch. Everything from hoodies. When it starts to get colder, you're going to start to see me wear my own merch. So go ahead and check out Kareemspiritworks. Peace.